Alright, guys, so let's get some thoughts.
Oh, we doing it?
Yeah.
Alright, sick.
So, how do you feel?
Oh, I'm fucking pumped right now. It's so fucking good.
I can't just more.
I'm all out of bodily fluids.
I can only get so erect.
Oh.
I hope my entire
Is this a spoiler cast or a spoiler cast?
Yeah, let's preempt this by saying this will have spoilers.
Giant spoilers.
So we'll give you, 5 seconds or so to,
Spoilers.
not listen to this at all.
Spoilers.
And 3.
All right,
2,
cool.
1.
All right.
Quicksilver.
Oh, Quicksilver, sad face.
But how sick was the fucking Vision?
Oh, fucking Vision
mind
so
gem.
good.
Dude, that we were all fucking wrong about that gem. Like we were right about the gem, but we were
not where it came from.
Yeah.
Or anything like that.
The fact, dude, I want to rewatch everything that well, I guess it's just Avengers, but
Yeah, I want to rewatch it. Yeah.
just because it's like, oh, dude, that's a fucking mind gem in there.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's funny when Thor has the first vision, you see those.
You see,
gems.
and you see Vision's eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's
I caught
how
that
you
the
know.
second time we watched. I was like, oh fuck.
I don't know if you noticed. I gave you a tap on the shoulder.
Yeah, I did notice.
But I didn't say anything.
I didn't want to
so
say anything.
fast.
I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to confirm it.
And
You can see the gems, and you can see
You see like the
Vision's eyes.
And you also see like yellow clouds around the gems. Like it kind of looks like the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how badass was it that they fucking they hit the yellow mind gem in the blue Tesseract?
No, not
No, it
that.
wasn't.
That's
It was
right,
the
the
scepter.
staff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What gem did we think it was before
The
we?
Soul Gem.
The Soul Gem. I mean,
Because they
it's
gave
not
it the soul.
technically wrong.
Yeah.
It's kind of the Soul Gem.
Which makes me want to re-look at what we've been saying because is
we're
a soul gem? Is soul one of the gems?
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, I need to go back through
I
and
think
look
it
at
is. But I gotta.
Also, they straight up name dropped Infinity Gems and
Yeah, they said power and then they said gem. No, they said gem and then power.
yeah.
So you would imagine it's
And
power gems.
yeah, which is nuts. It fucking sucks they killed Quicksilver because he was such a great character.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, he developed.
I mean,
quite
we all knew
nicely.
somebody was dying. Like that.
Yeah.
That was a given.
But
walking into
here's the
this.
thing: they did such a good job with this movie. At 3 different times during the movie, I thought a character was gonna die.
Well, yeah, with Joss Whedon, in the director's chair, somebody's bound to die.
Yeah, but he didn't. This is kind of contrary to what he usually does. He didn't kill a favorite.
Well, he did though.
Well, okay.
He made a favorite and killed them.
Yeah.
I think he killed him before he became a favorite.
Yeah.
Or at least that's what he was trying.
Because,
to
like-
Not for me.
Because they heavily set it up to kill Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting the whole way. Like,
They
give
give
him the
him
wife and the
backstory.
kid and the house.
And they're like, oh, this is the last job. Like, oh, he's not coming home.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gone. But
Yeah.
god damn him! Why did he keep?
But the way fucking Scarlet Witch just obliterates all those
Dude,
Ultron
when she
pods.
snaps, it's fucking bot.
I was
Ash.
waiting for that. I was like,
Just dust.
what's gonna cause her to do that?
Yeah.
But okay, so
But god damn, I didn't see that coming.
Now that you didn't see that coming.
the scenes in the movie, or the scenes from the trailer that weren't in the movie that I told you guys about,
Oh, yeah,
that I
yeah.
noticed. One, the chick that gets into the pool where Thor is at. You see
Right.
in one of the trailers, they show a girl half naked walking into the pool.
Oh, she's like hugging him, right?
No, she's just walking in, and she's got her back turns the camera.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't
And she's kind of looking over her shoulder.
Right.
It's a quick glimpse. That's not in the movie.
It's super
I gotta
not.
rewatch that.
And one of the other trailers, you pointed this out to me, I didn't think about it, was during the Hulkbuster fight, when Tony catches his fist and reinforces the arm afterwards. Right? Is that what you're saying? That was not in the movie.
That was not in the movie.
Wait, what?
When Hulkbuster, when Tony Man, or Tony
Man?
Tony Man,
That's his
Tony,
name.
It's okay.
yes,
Good.
Tony
Tony Man.
catches Hulk's fist, and then his arm reinforces.
Yeah.
That was not in the movie. That was in the trailer.
Wait, yeah, it was.
No, was it?
Wait,
Not the way that we saw in the trailer. It's different.
I
On the
probably
trailer,
don't
it's
know.
just like it reinforces itself with 4 other plates of steel.
I'm probably not remembering. this
We'll have to
from the trailer.
rewatch it just to confirm.
That was fucking cool though. Where he was like just
Go to-
punching him
go
over.
to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
That's one thing I kind of didn't like.
Oh, shut up! What didn't you like?
It was too funny.
It's his friend.
No, not that part.
You mean the movie in
whole
general?
movie in general.
Well, the Avengers was the same way.
No, not the whole
No,
movie. Just
this one was much funnier
Yeah, this
than
one was more
Avengers
funny.
1.
But I mean, it wasn't a comedy though. I wouldn't call it a comedy.
I wouldn't call but I felt like it was too much. I loved it, I don't even hate it.
I would hope not.
Kind of like
Shut up.
the less than dislike bothered, I guess. That there was too much funny things going on.
I thought that was a perfect amount of funny.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that
think you're
because
crazy.
it's a comic book movie. I mean, and Marvel set up the tone for their cinematic universe
Yeah,
to
but
be
fuck little kids.
to be more not even about little kids, like just to not be so gritty and serious. Like not everything has to be the Dark Knight, you know.
I think that's kind of why they made it so funny in this one, is
To distance themselves even more from that. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I just
Serious and gritty has its place. but
let's put it this way, like, I think they did a scene like perfectly it was kind of almost fourth wall breaking in the sense that, okay, so when Black Widow is talking about how she's sterilized,
yeah.
and then immediately after that scene you're all fucking bummed out, you get all the feels, and immediately after that scene cuts to a fucking log being chopped, and it just startles you, like wake up, back to some real shit now.
Yeah.
with the what being chopped?
Well, when the log getting chopped, yeah.
Captain America and Iron Man were talking.
Yeah, and it jumped like, oh fuck, wake up.
They did the exact same thing when Quicksilver died. They fuck, what did they do? They did something else that made us laugh.
You didn't see that coming?
No, that's when he dies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And then at like the next scene, I think it's when the Hulk jumps into
Yeah, he jumps into the Quinjet.
yeah, and then he drops.
He's like, for the love of God,
Yeah, there you go.
or for God's sake, that's what he says. Fucking throws all
See, like, things like that, those are kind of funny, but it's I don't know. I feel like it was a little too much.
I wouldn't say it's like jarring or anything. It's. I thought it fit really well. I thought.
Overall, I felt like giving it a 10 out of 10. But that's just one of those things that I could have like maybe taken a little bit less of.
No, I think the tone's perfect. I don't think tone is anything that Marvel's worried about at this point. They know what tone the movies are going to be.
I mean, Marvel can do shit movies and still make it a box office success.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
You keep taking 805.
What, to get to Esteban Towns?
Right? Yeah.
I mean, you could.
I'd probably say that's easier. Oh, you're gonna go like Sweetwater, weren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine.
I'm not used to going that way.
I don't care. It's fine.
Whoa, was that Thunder?
It's Thor.
Thor.
Speaking of Thor. Fucking Vision picked up the goddamn hammer.
Dude!
Oh,
fuck! Like,
I don't know if there's anything I can do to make you trust me, but here, take this.
and everybody's just like,
He didn't
shit.
do it on purpose, too.
Yeah, he was giving a
Oh,
try.
here's Sweetwater. There you go. You can probably take this. Dude,
Oh, so good.
I love that it was so subtle. You don't.
It takes you a second to be like,
I was
oh,
listening
fuck.
for it this time. I was listening for it, and you do hear him pick it up.
Do you?
Yeah.
I heard it.
You know what? I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it
just
at
like
all.
He turns around and he's holding the fucking hammer.
It was
I just saw him,
the lightest sound, like dung. You kind of just barely hear it.
Yeah, that sound.
I was expecting Cap to pick it up at some point during the movie.
I was hoping either he...
Like, I knew he wouldn't at the party, because, like, you know, we just know he wasn't going to do it at the party.
Well, let's put it this way: if Cap did pick it up, it would have stolen all the thunder from Vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, in hindsight, it's perfect that Vision did,
Yeah.
Cap didn't. But going in, I was like, you know, Cap's going to pick it up and, like, knock a few Ultron bots
Dude,
around.
that's such a crazy, impactful, like symbol. Oh shit!
Picking up the hammer.
The fact that Vision could wield Mjolnir.
Yeah, just that simple act shows, like, how good and, like, worthy he is to be an Avenger.
Not
Just to be an Avenger, but to, like, hold on
there's
to,
also that whole thing where, like you said, he was just born the day before.
Yeah.
He hasn't had time to tamper with his goodness.
No, but okay, let's put it this way. Ultron was born and started going evil, like, instantly.
Yeah, Ultron would not have been able to pick up the hammer.
Yeah, but he's also AI.
So is Vision.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well,
Vision's, yeah.
Technically.
Well, now he has a soul, so I guess, yeah.
I love the conversation Cap and Tony were having, like, at the end. Like, you put it in an elevator, I mean,
It's still gonna go up.
It's still gonna go up. Doesn't count.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I actually thought that Captain was gonna hold it. It was gonna be one of those things, you know, when you don't even notice it. Like, Thor's gonna throw the hammer and it's gonna be on its way back to him, and Captain America's gonna be, like, in the way, he's gonna catch it and just...
Like nothing.
Yeah, like, just out of impulse,
Yeah, like
grab it and hit people.
Like in a time of need, I thought Cap was gonna be able to, like, pick it up.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he has the comics in that exact situation.
Well, I mean, the Hulk has done it too, so...
Has he?
Yeah.
I'm sure any of them could, like, in the right situation.
Probably not Tony.
Probably not Tony, because he's kind of a dick.
Or
Although,
Scarlet Witch.
Like, I would say Tony could probably do it post-Vision, if that makes sense. Like, after Vision is created, and he's trying to make the decision to save everybody, you know, like, when the shit starts falling down.
Here in this movie.
Yeah, like, in this movie, like, after he like...
When it's already at meteor time.
Yeah. He if he needed to, I think he would have been able to pick it up.
Not that it would have helped.
No.
So you mean when the meteor is falling and he's trying to hold it up?
Yeah,
I obviously in this situation it would make no sense for him to pick it up, but you get what I'm saying. Like
if he tried to,
the
he
concept
would be worthy there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the shit was falling down and he tried to go underneath it. I could hear you.
Selflessness.
I heard you groan when he was like trying to, because I had the same thought you did. It's like he's not gonna try and lift this city.
No. He was trying to get inside the thing.
Yeah, it made sense once I saw it. I was like, oh, thank fucking God.
Once he opened it, I'm like, oh, okay. Like I didn't say anything, but I was like,
don't try it.
Please don't be Superman.
Like he went under the fucking rock.
A little off topic, but in like, have you guys ever watched Justice League Doom?
I have not.
Yeah.
It's okay. So there's this part where there's like basically a giant like laser heading towards the Earth, from the sun, and Superman and the rest of the Justice League are trying to make a plan on how to like save everybody. And Superman's like, I could push the Earth out of the way, and Batman's like, if I had a week, I wouldn't have enough time to tell you why that's a bad idea. Fucking Superman's an idiot. Sorry. Back to the Avengers.
That's funny to think about. If you moved the Earth out of the way,
we'd be dead instantly.
Yeah, because that would drastically change the temperature of the planet. Like, not just that, like gravitational pull, all that fucking shit.
For a million reasons, it would just kill everybody on the planet. And you know what? Superman could do it, and the fact that he didn't realize that is just it's scary.
That's the best part.
No, it's the worst.
Superman, what a dumb idiot.
Fucking. He's just fucking scared.
I love the part when Quicksilver like sees the hammer like as it's flying by, and he tries to grab it like an idiot.
Oh God!
Oh, is this the end of this?
This is the end of this part.
Yeah.
We're dropping off Esteban. Esteban, you sign out.
Alright, guys, sign out.
Oh, that's it. That's all you need to do.
This is Esteban signing off.
You guys didn't see that coming?
Oh, too soon.
Later, buddy.
Bye. You have one poster, right?
One poster.
I have the other two.
Okay, good. Sick.
Oh, okay, what else happened?
He didn't like the comedy? What? Too much comedy?
I don't know.
Yes, we're talking shit about you.
Yeah, fuck you, Esteban. Comedy was perfect.
That movie is just fucking glorious in every way. Apparently, some people have been giving it bad reviews, which is insane to me.
Who and why?
I mean, I haven't read them because I don't trust their opinions. If they're saying that this movie was bad, they're wrong and dumb.
Obviously.
They're probably DC fans.
Probably. The same people who are cheering super hard for the Justice trailer.
God, why was there a Batman vs Superman trailer before this movie?
I get why, but like...
No.
Shut up, though.
Yeah.
It was stupid.
For real. Just dumb.
Although I will say, with like the IMAX sound and like...
That trailer was pretty rad.
It was pretty sick.
But no, we're not talking about that.
No. That'll get its day.
So the end of Avengers. We're gonna be bouncing around all over it, but
end? After credits end?
No, before the credits. When it shows them, let's whip them into shape, new team, and they totally just comic book intro the new Avengers. Like they didn't build up to it like whatsoever. It's just like, hey, War Machine flies in. Let me open up my mask. Hey, I'm fucking Don Cheadle. and then
hey, Falcon, you were on screen for like 10 minutes. You want to be an Avenger?
Falcon just flies in and just lands. Action pose.
And then Scarlet Witch with her new hair
and her boobs
floats in. And I was hoping for two things. I was hoping Quicksilver would run in and everything would be okay. Yeah. But that didn't happen. And I was hoping Spider-Man would like web down.
Oh, dude.
I was hoping so hard.
So perfect.
That would have been the ending. Like, I would have literally jizzed.
Yeah. And then Vision turns his head. And,
right.
He's all cool. I'm a new Avenger.
I'm an Avenger now.
I'm trying to think.
So is Jarvis just like gone?
Yeah, Jarvis is gone. That's why Tony uploaded Friday. Which now I want to research that. I want to know if Friday is something important to the comics.
Yeah.
I wonder if, because like I haven't read too much into it at all. I wonder if maybe Friday is the AI or the operating system for his gear in the Marvel Now.
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know anything about that, but
I have no idea.
would be cool to know. I think it's interesting they didn't touch at all on the fact that in Iron Man 3 he like got rid of his chest reactor thing.
Yeah, I was also thinking about that.
And he destroyed all of his suits, but all of a sudden he has a new Legion.
Yeah, because like the whole point of like at least the end of Iron Man 3 was that he was kind of done being Iron Man, and then like there's just no conversation about that at all.
Yeah.
I mean, it would slow the movie down to just talk about it.
Yeah, that's true. I did hear that there's supposed to be an alternate ending on the Blu-ray. Like,
yeah.
They've announced that.
I mentioned that on our.
Which I'm curious what route they might go with that.
Yeah, maybe Quicksilver didn't die.
Oh, that'd be nice.
That would be nice.
Or maybe they're waiting for Civil War to come out and they'll throw in that Spidey.
Oh, it'd be so good.
Spidey ending.
Alright,
So
just
tight.
type out hole.
I was right. When we had on one of our earlier podcasts, I believe I mentioned that I had a theory that Wakanda was going to be in this movie. Well, I mean, we all kind of knew Wakanda was going to be in it, but we weren't sure what capacity.
After some research, a lot of people were like, "Yeah, Wakanda's probably going to be in it, maybe," because at least it says Claw, who is
Exactly.
related to the Black Panther, as far as being a villain goes.
Yep.
But yeah, it was awesome that it got some attention.
Yeah, I was just happy that I predicted that Wakanda is going to be a modern city. It's not going to be a jungle village or a jungle city.
But it wasn't like this weird future society, like future tribe that it is sometimes. It was just kind of a normal modern day place.
Exactly.
Which was nice.
Which was cool. I'm really excited to see Black Panther and Civil War. I'm a little surprised they didn't, show his character at all. Like,
no mention either.
No mention, no name drop, like they did in Winter Soldier. They name dropped Stephen Strange.
Oh, so good.
So yeah, man, I'm really intrigued to see what they do for Phase 3.
Is Black Panther getting a solo film Phase 3?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Sick.
Phase 3 is, I believe,
Strange.
Doctor Strange, obviously Civil War.
Is Ant-Man Phase 2 or 3, technically?
I think Ant-Man is the last one in Phase 2.
Kind of like Guardians was the last. No, Guardians of the Galaxy was the first one of Phase. No.
Guardians was still not quite the end, because, Avengers and Ant-Man, I think, are end of Phase 2. I could be wrong about Ant-Man being Phase 2. It could be Phase 3.
Never mind. Guardians is like dead center of the middle the phase. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Phase 2 began with Iron Man, Thor, and then Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Guardians, and then this.
Yep.
Okay, so Phase 3 is going to be Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel.
I don't think Captain Marvel's going to be Phase 3, I think. Well, okay, wait. Phase 3 is everything, including Infinity Wars Part 2.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Not Ant-Man. Doctor Strange, Black Panther, Spider-Man.
Right.
Infinity Wars 1 and 2, and Captain Marvel. That's a lot.
It's okay, so was Spider-Man getting a solo MCU movie? Like, I thought Sony was doing theirs.
You didn't know that?
No,
Dude.
I mean, like, I knew he was going to be in Civil War, and then he's in the MCU now.
Oh,
like,
no, he's getting a solo movie.
Like, Marvel is pushing out a solo movie. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Rad.
They pushed back Black Panther and one other movie for... Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is also in Phase 3.
Right.
But yeah, they pushed back Black Panther and I think one other movie. I think it might have been Doctor Strange.
Just to make room for
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And there's already talk. They announced this, or they talked about it this week. There's rumors that Spider-Man, the Spider-Man movie will be called Spider-Man: The New Avenger.
The New Avenger. Yeah, I read that.
Which I'm down with that. It ties into a little bit to Captain America: The First Avenger.
Yeah.
Kind of using that sort of.
Kind of pays not homage to that, but it kind of echoes that.
That idea.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
But I mean, we already have new Avengers though.
Well, he's gonna be the new Avenger.
The newest Avenger.
Yeah.
Shouldn't every solo movie from here on out be the newest Avenger?
I guess.
Black Panther, the newest Avenger. Well, I mean, Doctor Strange technically isn't.
So yeah, I'm also saying this now. Civil War is gonna be Iron Man's last movie.
Yeah.
They set it up so well that I don't think that he needs to be in it. I mean, War Machine is kind of filling that void of Iron Man.
It's just going to be sad not to see Robert Downey Jr. in all his charisma on screen.
Yeah.
As far as personalities go, he really does kind of steal the show.
He does. Don Cheadle's doing pretty damn good though as a snarky guy.
Yeah, he didn't get enough screen time though. Like,
God, every movie that he's in, he like for the MCU, he's got like no screen time. It makes me so mad.
Like 5 minutes max.
Like
10.
Freaking Iron Man 2, I was like, oh fuck yeah, they introduced War Machine, tight, and he's in it for like maybe 15 minutes.
He's got like 3 big scenes.
Yeah. And then I was thinking, oh cool, now he's an Iron Patriot, he's gonna have an even bigger role. Nope,
Like
I'm pretty
one
sure it was
big
smaller.
scene. Yeah, it's even smaller than Iron Man 2.
God. This one, I think he might have had, I think in Avengers 2, he had a bigger role than either of those two movies.
Yeah, I believe it.
Maybe not a role, but scene, anyways.
Poor Don Cheadle.
Yeah. Not really. That dude's a billionaire. Millionaire, whatever.
All of them are. Poor fucking Quicksilver.
Quicksilver, man.
I'm gonna be mad about that for a while.
Yeah. So, I mean, you saw Days of Future Past, right?
I did see Days of Future
Okay,
Past.
so, like,
That's another thing I meant to talk about.
Quicksilver, X-Men Quicksilver versus Avengers Quicksilver. What's your pick?
I mean, in a race.
No, not race.
No, yeah, I know what I'm saying, but like just in speed comparison, like Days of Future Past is definitely faster. Because like bullets stop when he was doing his thing.
That's true, but you also got to keep in mind that one has been honing his skills since he was a little kid.
That's true, and the other one was.
This one, he was an experiment, and he just kind of recently got his powers. Like in the time between Winter Soldier, the end credit scene or post credit scene of Winter Soldier, and this, he learned how to use his powers, like a little bit, like effectively at least.
True.
But there's you can kind of see, like in the post-credit scene of Winter Soldier, he's like spazzing out in his cell. Like he doesn't know how to control it.
Mm-mm.
In this, he can control it, but you notice he gets winded a lot, even with his like super metabolism and whatnot.
Yeah.
So he's still learning.
He's still learning.
As far as speed goes, I think he's got room to grow. Right now,
but
Days of Future Past, Quicksilver is faster.
That's what I'm saying.
But
like,
I mean,
if you were to pit the movie versions against each other right now, Days of Future Past would win.
Yeah, I was actually thinking more just like, which one do you like better?
Oh, I obviously like the MCU version.
Yeah,
much better.
I mean, to compare, you have the one like really really good scene in Days of Future Past
versus the whole good movie's worth of scenes.
Exactly.
Here, and I don't know. I just feel like he was overpowered in Days of Future Past. Like he was kind of just in a Deus Ex Machina there to create a cool scene and solve the problem at the time, which was get Magneto out of prison.
Yeah.
Like, and that was his only purpose in the whole movie. I mean, he was more of a tool for the plot than an actual character, as opposed to this Quicksilver, who was a legitimately awesome character who was had to go too soon.
I think for the actors that played Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, I think they did a pretty good job.
Yeah,
their accents were a little, jarring, but
it's fine. It was funny.
It was good enough. Like it got them by. Yeah, it was passable. God, it's so good. It's so good. I'm trying to think of the standout scenes. I love that Stark makes a comment about hide the zucchini.
Yeah, that
was really funny. And the whole time that Banner and
because zucchinis are green.
Yeah, like a wiener. But the whole time that Banner and Romanoff were in that like little farmhouse or whatever, I was just thinking of that GIF.
Oh, the one where like Hulk
is just destroying Black Widow.
Grins and then like cuts to the
yeah, just fucking destroying her. God.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Some of the complaints that people have been making about this movie are that the Banner and Romanoff like relationship kind of came out of nowhere.
It did
a little bit,
but there is a lot of off-screen time, and like I know it's kind of a dumb justification, but I don't know.
I mean, they did out of the I'd say out of the characters that we've seen in the MCU, they have had the most screen time together. I mean, if you think about Avengers 1,
true, they have this scene where
she recruited him. Also, when he first changes into the Hulk in that movie, she's trapped underneath that pipe or whatever.
You know what? You're right. Yeah.
I mean, there's that, and then of course, in this movie, even the very first scene, that's when they get their first.
You see her do the lullaby.
Lullaby thing, which is really interesting.
Mm-hmm. You gotta remember that she's not only just in a relationship with Banner, she's also calming down the Hulk, a whole separate person.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that like it trusts her enough to like calm down.
Dude, that would be so scary.
No, it's terrifying. That's amazing that she can do that.
And it was funny, like, you don't realize it the first time she does a lullaby, but you catch on the second time that it's the lullaby is like a code phrase, because she says the same thing twice.
The sun's getting
She
low.
says, "Hey there, big guy. The sun's getting real low."
Yeah.
And then she does the rest of her thing. So I mean that was really neat.
Yeah. Standout things are there.
Ultron, James Spader. Holy fuck!
Have we not touched this yet?
Knocked it out of the park.
Of course he did, because James Spader's fucking amazing.
I love that Ultron had mannerisms of James Spader. Like, I thought they just had him in like a room with in front of a mic. No, you could tell that they put a mocap suit on that guy.
Yeah,
because his head movements were James Spader.
Very. Did you watch The Blacklist at all? Like any of that?
I didn't. I keep hearing how good it is.
It's all on Netflix, and he's basically Ultron. That character he plays on the show.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. He's not as like maniacal and world ending, but like as far as the evil charisma goes, like that's what he does.
Yeah.
Got it.
My battery on my phone is dying, so I think we might have to cut this short.
Okay.
But we will continue this discussion after, like we'll probably continue this discussion and go back over things once Steven sees it.
Yeah.
Since Steven was not with us because he's a big dumb dummy. Yes, I'm talking to you, Steven.
4 days to do because we're just gonna fucking do it.
Yep. So.
Second. Okay.
So we are gonna. This is Nowell and
I'm Mark.
And we're gonna sign off for now. And until next time, we will talk more about this.
Watch the movie.
Watch it. Seriously, fucking watch it. Well, obviously, if you listened this far, you should have done that already.
Oh, because it's like riddled with spoilers.
Yeah. But all right. Bye.
Night.